Does this wine go well with turkey? The sign says that this wine goes well with turkey. See that sign? It goes well with turkey. No, the holiday is Thanksgiving, not just turkey. We don't just eat turkey. Hi, I'm Larry Baker. Happy Thanksgiving, not Turkey Day, even though we call it that. I'm a certified level 2 sommelier and senior wine and spirit specialist here at ABC Fine Wines and Spirits in North Miami Beach, Florida. This is the debate that I go through for the last 17 years with my colleagues. You know, most people who know wine, even some of our wine supervisors here and our people, our sales managers that we talk to in the wine department, they agree with me as well. They agree that it's almost impossible. People compare a million wines with turkey, but a traditional American Thanksgiving is turkey with the trimmings, okay? And you're talking sweet potato casseroles with marshmallows and lots of sugar. You got tart cranberries with lots of sugar and tartness of cranberry. Then you got string bean casserole with mushroom, and you got all those kind of herbs and savory sage stuffing. How the heck are you supposed to pair that with just wine? But what goes well with turkey? See, forget about turkey. Forget about what these signs say. I always think the signs say what goes well with Thanksgiving. So we're going to go a little non-traditional because I usually just stick with rosé. I think rosé of any kind, rosé still wine from France, from Italy, from anywhere, rosé is dry, it's got enough acidity, and it works well to cleanse the palate. And rosé bubbles to me is the best way because you get that bubbles and that cleanses the palate and it seems to go well. But I'm going to include that. I can go another way, you know, even an old horse like me who's going to be 59 can go another way. So, American holiday, pilgrims, it's all about the pilgrim. Why not go to Germany for wine? Right, exactly. Those of you who follow my Instagram account know that I just wrote a little bit about this. This is Pflüger. Pflüger. I hope I don't butcher this German stuff. It's from the Pfalz region of single vineyard of Germany. The Pfalz region. These are single estate properties, and this is a dry style or Trocken style Riesling, dry. Okay, and when I taste this wine, which is biodynamically farmed, it's shipped by Valkenburg, who I love Valkenburg, but this Pflüger stuff, it's loaded with beautiful acidity and cleansing the palate. However, even though it's a dry style of Riesling and you've got this wet bluestone feeling, you even get a little spritz feeling, a little effervescence feeling tingling from the razor sharp acidity. You get the false perception, the perception when you're drinking it, that it has a little bit of that almost sweet fruit, of ripe fruit, of peaches, apricot, apples are there, and a beautiful long-lasting finish. And I think this Riesling would be amazing to put in the brine of your turkey and also to drink along with the entire meal. I think this would cut through the sugar and all those other dishes. Pflüger, I hope I said it right. Pflüger, you know, I'm horrible with German pronunciation, from the same single estate vineyard up in the Pfalz area. I just found out, and I'm going to say this correctly this time if Julie Swift is watching this vlog, Pinot Noir. The home of Pinot Noir is Burgundy, France. They always will be probably the #1 producer in the world of the grape Pinot Noir. Second is the U.S. I prefer Oregon, but we're including everywhere in the U.S., including California, New York State, and places that make Pinot Noir, mostly California and Oregon. But I didn't know until yesterday, because it's all I think about with German, like most consumers, I'm becoming one, is Riesling, and white wines and sweet wines and all that. But I'm talking about, and yeah, we're busy because it's Thanksgiving, so, but this is when we got to do the blog, but it's that weekend right before when I'm doing this video, is that Germany, the country of Germany, this happens to be from the Pfalz region, but the entire country of Germany, #3 for Pinot Noir production in the entire world. And this is a great example. It's 13% alcohol, again, biodynamically farmed. I don't detect any oak. There might be some used neutral oak, but I would swear that there was no oak in the wine. 13% alcohol. Gorgeous floral notes. I mean, beautiful flowers of violets and rose petals and potpourri on the nose and on the palate, and a silky texture, nice juicy texture, not a heavy texture. And I love the acidity of the wine, again pushing the fruit forward of like almost like beautiful crushed, you know, raspberries and cherries and just a little bit of licorice notes to it. That for $19.99, the Pflüger wine is just an amazing, amazing German Pinot Noir that I think, if out of all the Pinot Noirs in the world to go with the Thanksgiving meal, I would go there. And now for the usual traditional. No, I'm not going Cabernet, I'm not going Oaky Chardonnay. It doesn't work with the Thanksgiving meal. You can, but that's not my recommendation. I'm going to start off with a rosé that I do all the time. From Ippolito, this is Vincenzo Ippolito. I've talked about this rosé in general. I still think it's the best rosé for me in this store. $12.99 a bottle, named after the princess from Calabria, Mabilla, and this is Galliapo. Galliapo is the grape, and this has a little bit of mineral component. I just think this would be amazing with the entire meal, including pumpkin pie. Rosé is the way, rosé all day on Thanksgiving Day. How's that for a new hashtag? And the one that I've had for so many traditions, I can't leave it out. From Princess Isabella Colalto and her Spumante Rosé, extra dry, which means slightly off dry, which I like this. Strawberries, flavors of a little bit of citrus, but beautiful strawberry fruit. Extra dry means slightly less dry than brut. And it's a rosé made with a grape called the Enrocchio Manzoni grape, who was invented by Professor Luigi Manzoni, a viticulturist for Colalto, and he named the grape after himself. It is wonderful at $16.99. This has been my classic for I don't know how many years. It's an all-purpose wine. Everybody loves this on Thanksgiving. Buy a case of this wine, I'm telling you. Love it. And if you want to go big or go home, and I don't mean in size of bottle, in quality, champagne, the real bubbles, and a rosé that's finally back in stock, $52.99. This is Charles Mignon, and the important word that you probably can't see, this is Grand Cru. Grand Cru. So Grand Cru is designated as the best vineyards in the Champagne region. Anything Grand Cru, you just can't beat it. It's a non-vintage, gorgeous bottle, but besides that, this is always my favorite rosé champagne that I've ever tasted, because it's a Grand Cru champagne at $52. You could pay a lot more for that. And so to review, we're going to forget about Turkey Day and call it Thanksgiving meal. We're going to pair this wine with that. We're going to go, my number two choices, 1 and 2 choices from Germany, with that beautiful Fluger Riesling, because of the acidity and also the perception of a little bit ripe fruit at the end. And I think it would be perfect with the meal. And that Pinot Noir, out of all the Pinot Noirs, a lot of people do Pinot Noir on Thanksgiving, this is the one I would choose. It's not heavy on the alcohol. I don't detect any oak, and it's just gorgeous ripe raspberry fruit that I think would pair with the whole meal, and floral notes on it. And the price point is there. For the traditional rosé, we have that gorgeous Italian rosé from Ciro in Calabria, from the Galliapo grape at $12.99. The Colalto Spumante Rosé made with the Manzoni grape, and the big champagne. For more information on any of these sourced and certified wine, exclusive only to ABC in the state of Florida, go to our website at abcfws.com, or write me by following this blog. There's many ways to contact me directly. So remember, that wine is not for snobs. It's for everyday people like you and me, and people who understand that we're not pairing wines on Turkey Day, not what goes well with turkey. I'm telling you what goes well with the entire Thanksgiving meal. Is that right? Okay, happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble.